What is up, legends? Welcome back to the Stumpscraft Smp Series Season 5. We are on Episode 9, and before we get into this episode, let's give you a recap on everything that's been happening between the last episode and now. In the previous episode, Episode 8, we removed this middle section here that was connecting all of this land together, getting it ready and preparing to build a river and then following on with a bridge. I have done a bit of terraforming, trying to get it to the shape that I like it to, and so far so good. We're just going to fill it in with water now, and then we're getting ready to build a bridge across the land here, which is going to be a first for us, but interesting. So I'm hoping you guys are ready for that, and without further ado, I hope you guys are well, I hope you guys are safe. A bit of a long intro, usually they are, but guys, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. So in the beginning there, you saw me running to and from my home, getting things prepared for this very episode. I probably should use this time to mention that in between the last episode and now, Stumps actually went live real quick. Whoa, back it up a little bit. That was my bad. Stumps went live and we went out for an hour or so, just gathering some wood, chilling out sort of thing. It was a very eventful stream and I enjoyed it very much. I hope you guys did as well. And with all that, we got the materials that we need. I've just gotten some buckets ready to get a bunch of water to fill in our river. So we're going to do that real quick and then we can get straight to building. Alright, so it's getting late in the evening, so I'm going to sleep quick real soon when it gets dark. But I'm thinking, so we have a couple ways to do this. I'll run you down on it. We could either fill in the top layer where the water meets, right? So fill this layer underneath it all the way with blocks, covering it all. Then let the water overflow, then we can break all that away. Or we could just fill it in layer by layer with the buckets, which I think is, I'm not sure if it's a faster way, but we're going to do it that way. That's how we're going to do it, alright? That's just where we're going to go. We're filling the river, giving all of that filled with water, getting us ready for a bridge so we can do more terraforming and make this look pretty and nice later. I just want to focus on getting that bridge built today, and then I've got only two more things in mind that I want to do. The second thing I want to do is at least build a to-do list. So a little to-do board somewhere, I'm not too sure where exactly yet, but it's got to have the list of the things that we want to knock out in the series. And as we make progression and get more accomplishments, more ideas in mind, we'll pop those on the board just to keep us going along with the series and keep you guys, you know, giving you an idea on what's happening. Got plenty of work to do in here, so this is going to be like a vault room. It's going to have like armor and spare tools, and it's going to look nice, and we'll make it look like we're kind of rich sort of thing. We'll get to all of that throughout the series as well. And the other thing I wanted to show you, and we'll get to it later, not right now, I've got to go to sleep. We've made a little mending station over here, right? So it's basically just gets the cactus, fills it up into the furnaces, smelts that with the fuel that we put in, and we take that cactus that's been smelted out, giving the XP, and it repairs our armor and tools. We make it bigger station, we could probably repair everything when it gets low, but for now it's doing the job, and we'll go over that. I'll show you that. For the time being, I'm going to go to sleep, and then we're going to go get some work done, because it is time to do one more final project in this episode, because in the next one we'll make it more, oh sweet, the door was open, we'll make it more of an adventurous type of episode. Well, whether we go take on the Ender Dragon or go to the end or go find a sniffer, something more fun and adventurous. Along those lines, we're going to cut down on the progress and building, because the last few episodes, it's been a lot of building. So we'll give you guys a break with that and we'll go do something more interesting. For now, we will go to sleep and get to building, and then you know what will come next. Beautiful new day. Feed you guys, because I'm sure you're hungry. You gotta feed your pets, guys. I'm not sure if any of you do that when you play Minecraft, but you've got to feed your pets, man. Okay, new day. Sun is rising. We will just start with the buckets first, fill them up real quick, and then start laying it in. I'm thinking we will just load up real quick together, and then I will pop you into a quick little time lapse of some sort, and that'll speed up and expedite things a bit. Oh, I'm gonna have to dump things out of my inventory. I forgot that buckets don't stack on vanilla. So let's just dump some of this off that we don't need, giving us a few more spaces. We can grab some more water. And then we're going to go, hopefully this works. I don't know if it's going to take a long time. It probably will. I think maybe if I just filled it in with like netherrack or something, and then just filled the top layer, that would have been a lot smarter, probably faster. But I guess we're just going to go with this way, like I said, and hopefully it works well. So we're going to start from the bottom here, because the top layer will not fill in. It'll just flow over the sides. Oh, this will take a while. Once all the water meets, it should like generally gen itself in. If we've done it right. Some of it will gen in. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop blabbering on. I'm going to stop with this, and we're going to throw into a time lapse like I said, and hopefully we can get this filled in real quick, getting us ready to build, because that bridge is going to take us a lot longer, only because I don't have a design. I've got an idea in mind. I was supposed to build it and create in creative, go live, build it with you guys. I lost the time for that. I've got a few hours to build a bridge and get this episode done. So I'm thinking we're just going to have to freehand the bridge, and hopefully it turns out nice like the rest of the stuff. Maybe we get to title this I Freehanded the Ultimate Bridge or something. I don't know. We'll see how we go. With all that, I'm going to get this water done and stop talking your ear off, because I could do that all day. Okay, so I filled in all the sides. I thought that maybe it'll start to like connect and gen and fill itself in like it usually does, but I guess with the shape of it and the way it is, it's just not going to work. So the next plan is to fill in this top layer, well, second top layer with dirt, and then that should connect all the water together. I should have just started with that. Most of you were like, yeah, you probably should have started with that, but yeah, I guess I just thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought maybe it'll work and just connect, but I guess not. You live and you learn. So now I've got to go grab a bunch of dirt. I might just go throw all this water in anyway. And then, yeah, finish this off. Alrighty, so I feel so dumb right now. Anyway, guys, so we've outlined all the outside so I know what to break away, and so I don't destroy any of the land. I'll fill the rest in with the dirt that I have in my inventory. And what we'll do is we're just going to fill in this top layer, which will fill, hopefully, the rest of all of this in if it's done correctly. Delays. I was hoping to be building the bridge by now, but yeah, more miscalculations. I obviously can admit that I was just wrong, and yeah, mistakes were made. With all that, I will fill in the rest of this, and then we can just break it away, and you can see the end result in a few minutes. And with all that out the way, we finally have ourselves a river stream, I guess you could say. It's flowing straight through now. Before it was all land. Connecting up. Now it's an actual stream, and we can get to building our bridge. I do not have a design in mind. I just don't want it to be dead straight. So it's going to be spruce and not dead straight. I'm thinking we'll try to get it to arch up a little bit and then go back down if we can. And that'll generally be the bridge. I haven't really done many bridge builds before. I think I might have built one or two, and they weren't very great from my knowledge and recollection. So I'm not overly confident with our building game when it comes to bridges. It's pretty weak, I won't lie. And we're going off a freehand. We don't have a build design. We haven't gone in creative. We haven't had a chance to. So again, we're going to freehand this kind of like the trading hall. Hopefully it turns out nice and better than that. And without further ado, I'm thinking before I throw you into a time lapse, I might start the foundation of it together with you guys, maybe get the start of it, and then from there we'll go into a time lapse and finish the rest of it. So let me get prepared, let me sleep, because again, it is nighttime. It's always nighttime in this game, I swear. Okay, so it's a new day. It's gonna throw up some of the things that I don't need right now. I need to grab a bunch of spruce to simply turn most of it into planks, and I'll also need some sticks. We're gonna make a bunch of fences, a bunch of gates. I just got the wood in the live stream that you guys saw, and we didn't get that far. I'll also need some stairs, so let's make a couple stacks of those. Then I have the pathing ready, which is with all the stone, and now I've just got to start with the design. So let's start with that. Okay, so starting us off, I'm thinking we'll go have it at least 5 wide. So the path's already 5, right? So let's bring this out a little bit more. This will be our center, and I've already lined it up with that over there, so it's perfectly in line, ready for us to go. Now we will need some sort of pillaring system to start off. So I'll make that go down a bit more in a moment. Right now we're going to start with that. Let's strip this. Gotta make this match, so let's do that on this side. And then we're going to, I think... No, we're going to put this down on ground level first. Alrighty, so what have we got? We got 1, 2, 3 so far. So we're just going to go 4, 5, 6, maybe 8, 7, 8. Strip all that. Bring it up again on this side, and we're going to strip that. So we'll detail the pathing as we go. I just needed some blocks to get me started. So 3, 4, I don't know why I'm giving you a tutorial. 5, so 6, 7, 8. This is not a tutorial, by the way, but we are doing this together. So I guess you guys could use this as a tutorial or for inspirations or something along those lines. We will pop some stone in here, maybe a cobblestone, stone, and an andesite. And we'll have to make it step up as we go, but let's just get this done. So we've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Strip all that. Do it again on this side, and then we're going to have to find the center point. Once I have that, I can very well build the rest, and you can get a time lapse and all that. We'll speed it up. So I'm going to be here for about 25 minutes, and we don't have that kind of time just to place blocks. This is all I've got so far. This is pretty much as far as I've gotten so far with the design. We'll have to make it more detailed, add all the fencing and stairs and everything as we go. But I think it might work. Let's just take a step back, do it together, kind of look at it together. We might have to go onto this side and start doing this again. And then we can have our center point, if that makes sense. So let's start that before we get into a time lapse. This is going to take a bit longer of an episode, but majority of it's going to be focused on the bridge and the river, you could say. And up. Okay. So that's going to be too close for them to... Yep. So here's what we do. We take this back a couple more blocks, right? Take this back to about here. Starting the bridge about here. Giving that about 5 blocks or so of gap, which will make it hopefully spaced out evenly enough for a center pole. And then we can get into a time lapse. That's the idea. And that's pretty much how we freehand a build real quick in real time with your boy Stumps. We just got to get this going first. So we've got the idea, we have it designed in our mind, sort of thing. We make that work. The top one will just go across. It'll be shorter, but we could make it work. And now that's exactly 8 every single one, even the middle. So it's more symmetrical, if that makes sense. You've got 8, then 8, then 8, and then drops down 8. That probably would make it look better. When it comes to the building, it would probably look more symmetrical as well. I don't know if I'll have 1 in the middle or just maybe 2 off pillars, if that makes sense. But we've got the outline. I'll do the pathing with the slabs. And then once we get to all that completed, we can dress it up and make it look nice. I'm going to get some sleep again and throw you guys into a time lapse, and we can finally finish the bridge. Alrighty, my friends, we are done with the bridge, and I must say, it doesn't look too bad at all. I would love to get some opinions, feedback, comments, all of that, guys, so drop it down below. But first, let's go over this together. This doesn't look too bad. I'm actually quite impressed with how this turned out. I've never really built bridges, and like I said earlier, my game, when it comes to building bridges, it's pretty weak, and with every bridge I've ever built, it's always been dead straight. We've managed to get a nice little arch in here. We've got stone and the spruce wood contrasting really nicely. When it comes down to the pillar supports, guys, I thought to add something a little bit different, more like a reality type of thing. So we've got, I guess you could say, stone supports. The water is going through the cracked cobblestone and moss is starting to develop. And I thought we could use stone so they don't have the wood sitting in the water, soaking it up and then rotting over time, if you will. But with that, pretty cool, really beautiful, nice little bridge. It's not all stone, so I'm also happy about that. It is arched, not dead straight. A little bit of detail, could use a bit more, but it looks really nice, guys. Now, I would definitely love and appreciate if you could take the time to even pause the video right now or wait till the very end and let me know what you think, your opinions, your feedback. All of that plays a massive part in the growth of Stumps. But not only that, guys, I really want to engage with you. That's why I push for that. So if you've built a bridge before, you might have an idea or two on how tricky they can be. And if you've got some opinions or some feedback, or I don't know, something that you would change, improve, maybe you don't like the bridge, maybe you do, but whatever it is, guys, let me know in the comments below. I would surely appreciate it, and I would definitely get back to you. Yeah, it turned out a lot better than what I thought it would, and I'm pretty happy with it. Really happy with it, if you can't tell. If you can see the smile on my face right now, yeah, it's quite big, because we've, again, freehanded something like the trading hall, but it turned out really good. We had no design. We didn't go off any previous builds. We didn't try to build it in creative. We built it then and there with you guys. We kind of got it started, as you guys saw, just mapped out like the outline. And then we thought we'll use stone as pathing. And then we've just touched it up as we've gone. But for a freehand bridge build, no design, nothing like that, no tutorial. Dude, I am impressed with myself. I love this. I love this a lot. I think if we ever build a bridge again, we will focus on like an arched roofing sort of thing. But this is not bad. Happy with that, indeed. Mission successful. Our episode is progressing and moving along quite nicely. I've still got to make that board, like I mentioned earlier in the episode. So we're going to do that in a short moment. I've just taken all the materials inside the house and thrown them wherever I could put them for now. Let's go get some more wood and do a quick more little build, if you will. We'll build a quick to-do list type of board. And then after that, we'll take you to the mending station and just give you any updates that we may have left to update you on. Coming down here, guys, we're going to put a little fishing dock, boating dock thing here. It'll probably be spruce wood as well to match with that. We might even do a similar design, just a little bit, a few blocks out. And it'll be a pretty good spot to fish off and then get a nice view of that. Looks really nice. Love that. But also, guys, when it comes to this board, I honestly don't know where we're going to put it. We could just choose anywhere and then just pop it up. We're going to put a little build here, a little hut sort of thing here. So we're trying to avoid those two spaces. And maybe we could probably, I don't know, maybe we could just put it right here. Okay, so we're just wrapping up our little design that we've got here. So put these up sort of thing. Let's get rid of these. Maybe if we pop them, that might be better. Maybe there instead. Yeah, that was an accident, but I like that. I like that a lot. That looks cool. And we've got Stumpscraft Smp Season 5 to-do list, and then we just simply write all of our listings in here. So we've got a few tasks to do right now, so let's get a few of those in here. So for our first one, we've got get netherite armor. The next one we will put in here, defeat Ender Dragon. Let's go down here. Defeat Ender Dragon. We don't have to do these all in the same, like all in a row. We can do them as we wish, whenever we want to. But we're just getting the listings in here of the things that we wish to do. Got obtain shulkers, sniffer. We have also got armor trims. So we'll make that a mission to get those. We have the upgrade template to get netherite, so that'll be kind of with that. We're already good because we got that gifted. Taking you guys back up here real quick. We're just standing over there, but I want to give you this so you get the refreshment. We're going to put two little builds in here. So two like medieval or small type of hut builds. And we're also going to put a tower in here. So those have got to go on the list as well. So let's go tower and two mini huts. Builds. That'll be in one episode itself. Again, I just remembered we have the vault room, which is what the underground... So I'll just pop that in there. Whoops. If I can even spell stumps. And we've got another slot here for something else that comes to mind. And if we need more, again, I'll just extend this out a little bit and we can add more to that. So our to-do list is done. Alrighty, taking you to the mending station. This isn't nothing too crazy. We've got the hopper cart, which carts the cactus into the furnaces. And so basically what I use this for is to quickly repair things. So let's give you a demonstration. Let's just pretend this is damaged a lot more than what it is, right? And we just quickly come in here. We grab the XP. That will repair the armor that we're wearing and the tool in our hand, just like so. And we just got to make sure that we've got the fuel from here or the lava farms that we have. And we just fuel them up manually. I'll quickly load this up with some fuel. And we can move on to the rest of our episode. So that is all of that. Progress is happening quite well. I've said that every episode, but it is the case. We are making progress. Our base is developing quite nicely. Got a nice bridge. I'm going to make this little fishing dock. I don't know if I would do that right now with you guys, just to end the episode. And yeah, after I end it, I will probably get to doing some terraforming, just fixing all this up, extending that pathway, because we've done a bit of work, a bit of building together the last 3 episodes, the last few live streams. I might save you guys some of that, do it off camera when we come back to the next episode. There'll be something to update you on, and there's always something to do. That is just the way it goes here on Stumpscraft, the way it goes when Stumpsmc gets into his grind. I think, yeah, just get prepared. I might even just quickly make that little fishing dock with you guys, a little boat dock to fish off. It's probably going to be something similar to that, maybe just a little bit bigger and spruce wood. And then we can, yeah, end the episode and then I can let you guys go finally. But until then, got a few more minutes to go. So bear with me and stay tuned. Don't go yet because I'll be sad. Not really, but you get me. We've got a bit more to do before you end the episode, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty, here we go. Got everything that we need, all the stuff that I think we'll need. No design for this as well. It's going to be similar to that, I guess you could say. And we're just going to go for it. So we're just going to start with the bottom here. Probably just try to mimic it so it matches with it, I guess you could say. Alrighty, my friends, we are done with our little boating and fishing dock. Mostly spruce wood, like I said it would be. Tried to kind of mimic the bridge in a sense with some of the, the stepping up, some of the details, if you will. Only got bare and minimal stone in the pillars there, just for walls, and then we just added light poles on top of those. And it's turned out really well. Just did a bit of tweaking, messing about with it. I couldn't have the same type of feature with the lights because it's too close together, if you will. It was too much also. So this, we've kind of had to make a few changes for. Not exactly the same, but it's similar. And it's a little spruce wooden boating and fishing dock, if you will. Not bad at all. Pretty good to end the episode off. Got some boats for the aesthetic look and then leashes to attach them. They don't do anything, guys. There's no current in Minecraft. There's no tide, so it's not like it just flows away. Although that would be pretty cool. Maybe if they had a biome or if that was optional to turn on into your world. But yeah, it's just for looks, guys. Just for looks. Got the leash in there. Attached to the boating, we've got a few more anchor points you could hook your boats to if other players come through, so on and so forth. But so far, so good. We've got some little barrels underneath here. So just underneath these trapdoors, they're hidden nicely. Then we've got some boats and some fishing rods in there to make use of this little area. But so far, so good. Pathing's coming down and starting to make its way down into here. We might loop it into this wall here, and then in the future put a little mine or some sort of entrance. Who knows what we're going to put there, but it will continue on to something. We don't know. It might just go under the bridge. Maybe it can make its way with stairs all the way back up to here. We'll see how we go in the future. For that, you're going to have to come back for a future episode to see what we do with that. We've got plenty of work to do. Like I said, we've got that board. We've got plenty of more things that will come up in the future, no doubt. But the progress is happening, guys. So far, so good. The bridge is done. Boating and fishing dock is done. I've showed you the mending station, and we got our little to-do list done. So I'm thinking that is a pretty good and progressful episode indeed. And with all that, I think that'll conclude everything for episode 9. With all that, my friends, you know what is up. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are safe and staying out of trouble in this crazy world. And with all that, come back for the next one. If you're new to Stumpsmc, feel free to subscribe. And if you're not new, definitely leave a like if you enjoyed, but for sure, leave me a comment regardless. With all that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.